Hey bros, welcome to TLDR episode 16, mini devlog for Chaos Kart. First, a quick shout out to our YouTube member and Patreon supporters. For members, we have Mustang, that has awesome concept art. We have Lewis, who's doing some awesome engineering work. Strawberry Blonde Girl, who does a lot of crafting. Gabe, who's working on a real-time strategy game. Rob, a multi-company entrepreneur. Lyra, working on some awesome comics and animation. Canope, the networking engineer, keeping servers online. Land of Light, gaming engineer, entrepreneur. Sean of all trades, audio engineer for games. Timothy Marshall, professor in Florida. Lauren Clark, artist and singer. Christopher Lopez, one of my sparring buddies from Florida. Leilani Clark, mom number 2. For Patreon supporters, we have Leilani Clark, mom number 2 again. Shar, who's a 3D artist. And Cheryl Bertolini, who's been supporting us for over 3 years. Thank you so much for current supporters. If you want to support Indie and join, check out the join button below next to the subscribe button. Thank you so much for your support and consideration. Let's get started. Okay, so in episode 16, I'm basically going from last time in the retopology and also wearing a suit of armor for no descript reason. Finishing off the hair. I realized I didn't finish off the hair in the last UV section, and so I'm actually creating a bunch of cones for the hair. This is one of the episodes you probably will need to watch the actual full live stream to be able to understand better. UVing the hair, making sure the hair has clean UVs and texture resolution, as well as creating the baking groups. And unfortunately, what happened was the baking groups on the left side, I didn't even realize when I was recording it, are hidden pretty badly from the outliner with just my face and gameplay from Chaos Kart happening in the top left. Unfortunately, you can't see a lot of what I'm doing, but I'm basically creating the low and high resolution baking groups. And the big thing is that after you've created your UVs, you need to put a material on your model and everything. So I created like m_talk for material, and then I was able to make these different baking groups. The main thing with baking groups is you got to make sure that nothing is touching each other. So I'm basically merging a bunch of models together that are not touching each other. I think I make like 5 different groups that are not touching each other, like hair chunk, glasses, glove, and like shoe or something like that. So I make like a bunch of different baking groups that are not touching each other, and I call it like group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4 underscore low. So group 1 underscore low, group 2 underscore, yeah, right there. So that's like the talk 7 underscore low. I merge the exact same high polys from ZBrush right here and have like, so I talk 7 underscore high, all the equivalent, so that they can bake properly. And you want to make sure that they are not touching each other, so they all have different baking boxes or baking group sections. And if they're touching each other, they'll have a bunch of garble when you're baking your textures in Substance Painter or Marmoset Toolbag. And so that's why you make sure they aren't touching. Pretty important. Make sure the naming convention is exactly the same, and make sure they're right on top of each other as well. And thanks for watching this one. Make sure to check out the full live stream. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on TLDR episode 17. Peace. Thank you all for your support and being our Baka bros.
Happy developing, bros.